session, we'll talk about the some roles and responsibilities of data scientist. Okay, so most of them ask me questions about, sir, if we learn this course, we can able to go into three different areas where I can get an opportunity into three different areas. What are those? Data engineer, data analyst, and data scientist. Can you tell me about what is the roles and responsibilities of data engineer? What are the roles and responsibility of data analyst? What are the roles and responsibility of data scientist? What are the different skill set are required for data engineer, data analyst, data scientist? What are the different industries are data science using? Let me talk about the one of the use case of time parameters for today, Netflix. How Netflix is using the data science and the telecom industry. Of course, I'm not going to cover at this point. Over the weekends, we are going to start about the business session as we already committed in the last session. So first and foremost point, let's discuss about the who is data analyst, who is data engineer, who is a data scientist, to whom I have to call a data engineer, to whom we have to call a data engineer, to whom we have to call a data analyst, to whom we have to call as a data scientist. So let's come to your first point. Who analyze data analyst analyze the numerical data. So data analyst also help us to make the better decision. Majorly data analyst works on the numerical data, simple numerical data. If it is a numerical data, simply I would say it is a kind of structured data. Here structured data is nothing but the data which is in the form of rows and columns. The data which is in the form of rows and columns of the given data. Rows and columns of the given data. So data analyst analyzes only numerical data, nothing else. So numerical data means which is in the form of structured format. Here what do you mean by structured format? Structured format is nothing but table format which contains rows and columns. Maybe here data analyst in order to analyze the data, in order to analyze the numerical data, he is going to use the statistics, or he or she may use the, can you please keep the mic in mute? Manjunath, can you please keep the mic in mute, please? Hmm. Here may uses the here may use a machine learning algorithms in order to make the better decisions. In order to make the better decision. Simple in one line. If you ask someone who is a data analyst, majorly who analyzes the numerical data. That's all. Who analyzes the numerical data. Simple. Analyzes numerical data. Okay. Who is data engineer? Data. Okay. Now you may get one more question before I jump. From where does data engineer gets? I mean, data analyst gets the data. From where? Data engineer involves in preparing data. They develop a data, construct, test, and maintain the complete architecture. So generally, what happens to data engineer? Data engineers basically, for an example, here we have a data. Simple to say. So data is a raw data. Maybe let me give an example. Airtel company. You might have knew about the Airtel company, right? Airtel, we have a n number of customers. Customer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Customer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 like this. Okay. The customer 1 is nothing but Ajay. Ajay in a day, how many number of calls Ajay made in a calls, number of calls, data usage, right? Internet browsing, different applications you may use, right? So it will be stored into different database. Similarly, Mr. Manju also use the same number of calls, right? Here, like Sai also use the same. So what is going to happen here in this case? Number of calls, like data usage, internet, everything. So these are the different data sources they may use. Maybe like billing is one data source. All the billing information will be stored into by default one source. Maybe it is not properly ordered data. Our payment is one data source, right? Maybe you have an application, for example, bill application. First you enter the ID, customer ID or mobile number. So it will show you the payment. Then payment gateway. Payment gateway is nothing but gateway is nothing. Payment gateway to allow the payments, maybe through UPI, card transaction, anything. Then payment will be successful, right, or decline. It will be stored into some database, right? Customer ID, payment information, a particular date will be stored. So it is not in the proper order, right? So maybe usage also, maybe in a day multiple calls will be there. All this information will be stored into CDR. CDR is nothing but call data recording information. So here what data engineer does, he collects this kind of all the information, whatever the information does he have. He collects all the information. The information, he prepare the data. Prepare the data means, prepare the data means the data which is not in proper order. Data which is not in proper order. It could have been in different shape. It could have been in different things. It is not in proper order, or it is not in proper order. Maybe it could have been like different formats of the data, different spaces issue there, different in formats of the data, anything it could be. We need to prepare the data, construct the data proper way. We need to construct whatever the data we are construct, we need to test with the different samples, or we get the correct data. For an example, payment amount could be in terms of number, right? You should not be the categorical means categorical information. Then it may be wrong, right? Then it may be wrong. Suppose we have billing should be a numerical. Maybe product can be red plan, white plan, black, yellow, some like data plan. It should be character data, say character data. So but we need to check, we need to test, does each variable have have same meaning or a different meaning with respect to the variable number or variable name. We need to test. Finally, you also take care about the deployment part. Generally, data engineer, major role of data engineer is prepares the data, prepare the data. Major role of the data engineer is prepare the data. Whatever the prepare the data, prepare the data. Okay, what data it prepares? It is the data which is in the proper order, proper sequence, proper sequence kind of thing. Construct means step by step, combining the multiple data sets into a single data set. We need to construct the data, combine the multiple data sets into a single data set. Test whether we have are we importing, are we loading the correct data, is there any incorrect or inconsistent information. And also, once everything is done, when you build the machine learning model or deep learning model, we need to deploy the models into production environment also. So data engineers take care about the deployment. Simple to say, at a high level, data engineers involves preparing the data, developing or construction, test and maintain the complete architecture. Maintain means whenever we receive the future data set also, we need to maintain the same order, same structure. We need to maintain the same order, same structure of the given data. Same structure of the given data. That is the meaning of data engineer. Any questions, guys? Any doubt? Can you tell me what is the difference between the data engineer and data analyst? What are the difference? Can you tell me what is the difference between the data analyst and data engineer? What do you say? Data analyst and data engineer. Data analyst who analyzes only on numerical data. What about numerical data?
Yes.
What about data engineer? Data engineer
Only
prepares the
prepares
data,
data.
prepares the
Prepare the
data
data.
which is required for data analyst or data scientist. Data engineers, simple, very fundamental point. Data engineers only prepare the data, maintain the data. Okay. This, can you please keep the mic in mute, please?
Yeah, Koti, one doubt here
Yes,
for me.
go ahead,
Yeah,
please.
yesterday you said right in the data science life cycle, actually
Hmm.
where these guys will be fit actually means in business and data when the analyst also follows the
No,
data this.
data collection. Data engineer falls under the data collection. Okay, and as well as data preparation. This is the area where they falls. Yesterday in life cycle we discussed about the, let me draw the life cycle. What are the life cycle we discussed about? The first is the business understanding. Business understanding. Second is data collection. Data preparation. Data preparation. Next one is about data collection, data preparation. Next one is data exploration. Data modeling. As we said yesterday, data modeling. We discussed data modeling also yesterday. Evolution. Model evolution. Recommendations. And then deployment. Deployment. So this area, I mean, business understanding is common for everyone, what we require. So majorly it belonging to either data analyst and data scientist. Let me explain the data scientist, then I will explain the what part, which one. Okay, is it fine? Okay, data analyst who analyze and interpret the complex data. What do you mean by complex data? Can you tell me what do you mean by complex data? Complex
So
data, as
video,
already we
audio,
discussed, unstructured data.
video data. Yeah.
Unstructured data. So what do you mean unstructured data? Any data which is in the form of audio, video, PDF,
PDF.
text, speech,
Images.
image, images. These are the data, unstructured data, audio, video, PDF, text, speech, images. The data wrangler organizes the big data. Along with the also volume of data is also very high. Volume of data is also very high. They are data wranglers who organizes big data. I mean, huge volume of data. Doesn't mean that only works in the complex data. They can also work on the structured data. Here, data analyst majorly works on the structured data. Data scientist majorly works on unstructured data, as well as a big data or volume of data is more. So as if you look into this architecture, business understanding is common for both data analyst and data scientist. This data collection, data preparation is a part of data engineer's role. Collecting the data from multiple. Data exploration is a data analyst role. Data modeling, model evolution, these are the part of data scientist role. Recommendations can be either data analyst provide the recommendations, whatever the based on exploration, as well as the data scientist also provide the recommendations. Majorly, data scientist provide the recommendation. Deployment will take care by the data engineer. Now, I think who asked this question? Are you clear about now where we fit each stage?
Yeah. Thanks, Koti. Yes.
May I know whose name? Who asked this question?
Manjunath.
Manjunath, yeah.
Manjunath.
Yeah, perfect. So this is what the meaning of this, what is clear. I hope everyone are clear about data analyst, data engineer, and data scientist. In our course, we are going to cover all these three steps. Data engineer we are going to cover, data scientist we are going to cover, data analyst. Majorly, data analyst works on structured data, whereas data scientist works both structured and unstructured data. Slightly, data analyst works on small amount of data or small volume of data, whereas data scientist works on large volume of data. In my experience, personal experience, I work for one of the retail company. There is a company called Cardlytics. There is a company called Cardlytics. Cardlytics is a retail bureau. Cardlytics is a retail bureau. If you want, if you people don't know about the Cardlytics, let me show you about the Cardlytics. Cardlytics. This is the Cardlytics transfer marketing purchase intelligence. Basically, this is the company. So basically, Cardlytics is based out of the USA, California, basically. This Cardlytics, they will collect the retail bureau. Basically, they will collect all the retail information of the customer. For an example, Manju is a customer. In USA, very rarely you are using the transaction of cash transaction. Heavily everything you are using the card transaction, right? So you are going to the card. So you went to a Walmart. It is a retail based store. It will comes under the retail shopping store. Suppose you went to a mall, you buy a restaurant. So restaurant, you went to a saloon, you went to a spa. Every transaction it does stores. I work for one of the data set is a 3 point almost 40, I mean 4 billion or 42 billion records. Sorry, 42 billion records. 42 billion records. So when you use the volume of data, so as a data scientist, how do we optimize the data? Optimize the analysis. How do you optimize the analysis? Yesterday night, one of our old student have asked me, got a job in Shell. You asked me. So we have a some kind of transactional data. Transaction means each transaction where we have the invoice date and all. So with respect to the invoice date, between the date, particular date to date, for example, January 2022, February 21. For this data, I need to get the some aggregated functions. So what do you mean by aggregated functions here? Aggregate function means like some variable. Aggregated means some minimum, maximum, average, median. These are the aggregate functions. Like these are some of the aggregated functions. So these are some variables you need to create. Some of the total bill amount for this range of time period. For each customer, what is the total bill amount? For an example, Manju is a customer. How much is spend? Some total spend amounts. What is the minimum spend amount? What is the maximum spend amount? Average spend amount each product. Average spend amount each product. These are some of the variables or columns we have created. We need to create. While creating this kind of information for each customer, when you have a 1.3 million records, 1.3 million records, it will be difficult, bit challenges. How to optimize? That is what. How to optimize the data? How do you perform your analysis more optimized way? There our data science skills comes into picture. How do we analyze the data? How to understand the patterns of data for these aggregated functions? How do you analyze these things? In order to understand this, we are going to use the again data science skills. That's what wrangling the data. That's what I have used the term called wrangling, data wrangling. Wranglers. Wrangling is combining patterns, functions, different functions by creating the different new patterns of the data. That is what is the meaning of wrangling the data. Right? Okay. Now, any questions, guys? Any doubt on this point? I hope are you clear about the data analyst, data scientist, and so okay. Now, what are the roles and responsibilities of data analyst and data scientist and data engineer? Can you tell me? Can anyone read the first point? Develop, test, and maintain architecture. What does it mean? Can you think about what does it mean?
They will prepare the data and maintain the
So,
data.
so what happened? So as a data engineer, he or she need to collect the data. Whichever the data we are collecting, it could be it may be inconsistent or informed data, which is not in proper order. So what we need to do, we need to construct the data in more understandable format or standard format. Once we convert the data into more standard format, we need to test whether the data is making sense with respect to the business. Are the variable names and data are similar lines or different lines? Once we tested, we need to maintain the complete architecture on future data sets also. Whenever we receive a data in future, we also need to apply the same rules, whatever the rules we applied now. That is what the mean of develop, test and maintain complete architecture. So once he prepare the data that will pass on to the data analyst. So when he combines the data engineer, there is a likely chances some data is missing, or there could be a possibility some data might have unwanted or unnecessary information. So what data analyst does, they will apply pre-processing techniques. What pre-processing technique does? Nothing but converts the raw data into more transformable or useful formats or more understandable format as per our business. So whatever the data has gathered from the data engineer, on top of that he apply the pre-processing techniques to make better understanding about the data. That's what the first role of data analyst. Before he analyze the numerical data or structured data, first of all he need to clean the data in order to understand more useful formats. In order to understand more useful formats, whatever the clean data, he will pass on to the data scientist. He is responsible for operation of developing the operation model. Operation model means developing the machine learning model or deep learning or AI based application. Depends on requirement. For an example, if you go to Airtel company, as already we discussed yesterday, Airtel company facing a challenges of customer attrition. So we would like to build a machine learning model we need to predict who is going to leave the network in next month. We need to predict who is going to leave the network in next month, right? So for that purpose, we are going to build the operation model. For an example, I would like to build a model which customer is going to be a fraudulent customer. I would like to build a model who is going to win the match. I would like to predict when rain is going to happen. What is the likelihood chance of rain is going to happen today? These kind of models we are going to. These models is simply we can say machine learning model, deep learning model, AI model. VK, is it clear? VK, is it clear? Any questions, guys? Any doubt? Ashwini, is it clear? Abhinav, is it clear? Manohar, Manjunath,
Yes, sir, clear.
Srinath, Subhane,
Clear.
yeah.
We are clear,
Yes,
sir.
I mean, don't worry.
Yes,
At this point, don't worry, sir. We are not understanding. We just given the roles and responsibilities. So now second role. So okay, as we just discussed, data engineer develop, test, maintain architecture. So in order to develop the test and all, you need to understand the programming and its complexity. Where he develops the data, he's going to develop the data in the Python. For an example, I have a data. For an example, I have a data. Sorry, I have a data. For an example, let's say we have a Twitter. Simple. For an example, we have a Facebook. So company want to understand products information, Facebook, what people are talking about the products. So first role will be the data engineer role. What data engineer does basically, he collects the data. First of all, you need to establish a connection establishment, driver establishment analysis with the help of API, application programming interface. He made a connection Facebook with the help of Python. Let's say we are using a tool of Python. So Python, what is going to happen here in this case? When he develop the tools with the Python, now he load the all, he collect, for example, we want information about the demonetization. We pull all the required information. So in order to pull all the required information, demonetization Python, at least we need to know the complexity of the program, right? We need to understand the programming now. Without knowing the Python, how can I write the code? Whatever the data, it could be the data in the form of JSON format. How do we clean the JSON form? How to clean the JSON file? How to clean JSON file? How to clean JSON file? We need to understand. So we have a Facebook API, Python, demonetization. We want to pull the demonetization, which is in the form of format of JSON file. It is unstructured data. How to clean the JSON file? So now these are some of the commands or program we need to write. That program could be a Python program. So that means we must have some understanding about the programming language. That program and its complex. What is the level of complexity we have? we need to understand. So that is the point. First and foremost point, understand the programming complexity. So here, along with the programming knowledge, here generally we are going to visualize the data, reporting and visualization. Data analyst majorly works on the reporting and visualization. For visualizing the data, we must have a knowledge on the Power BI. One of the tool is the Power BI. So, sir, why are you mentioning Power BI? Can't I use the Tableau? Of course, you can use the Tableau, but in our course we are using the Power BI, right? So, most demand is the Power BI now. Okay, so here in order to build the machine learning and deep learning model, so in order to build the operational models, the data scientist must have a knowledge on optimizing the machine learning and deep learning. Which algorithm need to use? When should we use the machine learning algorithm? When to use the deep learning algorithm? So if it is taking a lot of time to execute the model, how to optimize it? That's what the role of data analyst. Sorry, data scientist. Are you clear about this? So here in this case, Python knowledge, here Power BI knowledge, here we have a machine learning and deep learning knowledge. Any questions, any doubt? So Rangaraja, any questions? Sainath Reddy, any questions? So
Yeah,
yeah, go ahead, please.
Yeah, Ranga here. I think the first point, data gathering should fall under data engineering category. Like
Which
this
one?
place in first row.
No. Yeah, data gathering falls
is the,
under?
data engineering, right? As you said,
No.
process life cycle.
No. Let me explain the point which you got confused. Data gathering is nothing but data engineer collects the data, all the sources from all the sources, different data he may gather. For our analysis, whatever the required data, that corresponding data only we need to gather. For an example, as we're talking about the telecom data engineer collects the different things like bill amount, sorry, billing, like payment, like usage, like complaints, like network issue, like blah blah blah. Okay, these all the data sources gathered by data engineer, data engineer. Now again, so I want to do some analysis on complaints data set. So I want to do. So I requested to data analyst, can you produce some can you provide me some analysis on the complaints? Now what data analyst does DA? He gathers the only complaints data from data sources, from data engineering, collects. On top of this, he analyzes. Makes sense? This is the meaning here, data gathering.
Okay, yeah. Thanks.
Makes sense? Is it clear?
Yeah. Thanks. Thanks, Madhu.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions, guys? Let me, before I go to the next point. So why we are talking about all these things, before we are going to actual session, we need to understand what we are talking about, everything. So you should not ask, sir, are we teaching data analyst? Are we courses covering data scientist? What is, sir, my friend is talking about to learn data analyst. So should I apply for data analyst or data scientist or data engineer? Which one I need to go? So for all these things, we are getting some clarity. So data engineer, next third point, data engineer deploy the mission. I mean, you need to understand about he deploys the machine learning and statistical model. Statistical model means normal basic models of the machine learning or deep learning models. Also, he also deploy the deep learning models. So it is a part of deployment. He is a perform the data interpretation, understanding the data, providing some basic statistical analysis, like producing some basic statistics like mean, median, mode kind of thing, or basic distribution of the data and all. So at this point, you may not able to understand what is the distribution and all. Once we cover about the statistical portion, you may talk about the statistical analysis and all. Involves statistical planning. So to whom we need to provide, how much offer we need to provide to customer. So to whom we need to target. Okay, to whom we need to acquire the company, to whom we need to give more benefits, to whom we need to discard, to whom we need to force them to leave. So these are the data scientists involved in the statistical planning. Okay, so building pipeline various ETL operations. Next one, pipelines for various. So pipeline means processing various ETL tools. ETL operation maybe extraction, transformation, and loading. What does it mean? Everyone may not use the same data source. Different people may use the different source. Pipelines is the much faster execution. Pipelines is a much faster execution, provides the data which is in the form of array formats. Array formats. From various ETL sources, we need to build the pipelines for faster execution of the data or faster preparation of the data. So ensure whatever the data we collected, ensure data must be clean and must be in a good shape, or maintain data. What are the data acquisition and maintenance? Integrate data, perform some ad hoc analysis. So someone asks you, say for example, I want to start a pizza restaurant in Bangalore, Marthahalli area. Can you tell me which is the what are the things I need to look into while setting a pizza store? Is it good to set up the pizza store in Marthahalli area near to Kala Mandir? Yes or no? Is it good to start any business in particular area? We need to do some analysis, right? Right. That's what we do, the some ad hoc analysis. So we need to know whether are we doing correct or wrong, all these things. So data engineer's most important role and responsibility is ensure data is much accurate and more flexible. Whatever the data is collecting, ensure that is the data accurate. If data is not accurate, so both data analyst will do the wrong as well as data science also do the wrong. I mean perform the analysis, wrong analysis. It may go for task. So it is primary responsibility of data engineers. He has to ensure data must be more accurate as well as more flexible. Flexible means we can move or we cannot, I mean we can able to perform different analysis. That is the meaning of flexible. For an example, I have a name, one of the variable called name. Is it possible to do some analysis about the names? For an example, one column is called name. Is it possible to, for example, another column called ID variable? Is it possible to do some analysis about the ID variable? What? For an example, you have PAN card ID or Aadhaar card ID. What analysis will you able to do? Nothing. You can tell about how many unique PAN cards are there, how many duplicate PAN cards are there. Apart from that, is there any other analysis you can able to do? Is it possible to get minimum Aadhaar card number, maximum Aadhaar card number? No. Is it possible to get minimum name, maximum name? No. We can able to tell how many names are duplicate, how many of the names are unique. Except that none other analysis we cannot able to perform with the ID variable and name variable. So that is the meaning of flexible. For an example, if I clear the balance amount, one of the variables is a balance amount. So what is the current balance amount? What is the total balance amount? What is the minimum balance amount? What is the maximum balance amount? What is the last 3 months bill amount, balance amount? What is the last 6 months balance amount, average balance amount? Okay, what is the last 3 months minimum balance amount? What is the last 6 months maximum balance amount? Like we are creating multiple analysis. We are doing the multiple analysis for this variable, which means to say this variable is a more flexible. So for ID variable, I can able to tell it is a unique or duplicate, except that I cannot able to tell any other thing. So it is not flexible. It is a primary key, I would say. Okay, primary key. Similar name also, I can tell that whether it is a name is a unique name or duplicate name. Nothing else I cannot able to tell. That is the meaning of flexible. Okay, so optimizing the statistical efficiency quality. So here data analyst what does, whatever the data which we gathered from data engineer, first and foremost thing we do perform the data quality check. In real world, everywhere, once you get the job also, once you got the job, so first and foremost thing, for an example, Rashekar Reddy, client asks you, hey Raja, I will share you one data set, can you perform quickly some analysis on the data? First and foremost point, you are going to perform data quality. That is called as basic sanity check or a data quality check. So is there any missing records? How many records are there for each column? If it is a categorical levels, how many different levels we have? If it is a numerical data, what is the minimum value? What is the maximum value? What is the average value? What is the median value? What is the mode value? Like multiple analysis we can able to perform. Summary statistics or data quality or basic sanity checks will give you an idea about overall view of the data. On top of data quality, we are going to perform the statistical techniques. For an example, bill amount is same for active customer versus non-active customer. I want to prove statistically whether it is true or not. For an example, payment amount is same for both, or I mean active versus non-active customer. How one column is correlated or having a relation with other column. If two variables, for an example, passengers and promotional budget, what happens? You are increasing the promotional budget. What happens to your passengers? Are they increasing or are they decreasing? What kind of relation does the two variables are we have? As one variable increases, what happened to other variable? Is it increasing or decreasing? That's what we are performing the statistical efficiency. That's what the meaning of statistical efficiency. So here we always, the data science always fill the gap between the stakeholders and customer. So we need to, we need to identify the right set of target, right set of the customer. Okay. For an example, sometimes you may get an offer of, for an example, when you open the phone pay and all, sometimes you get an offer in spa. How does they know you are looking only for spa? Sometimes they may provide woodland. They offers on woodland. They have offers on the woodland. How does they provide? How does they know? So based on their customization of the profiles. So they need to target the right set of the customer for right set of the profiles. That's the meaning of here in this case. Now, any questions, guys? Any doubt?
Koti, can you please recall what is ETL operation?
ETL operation. ETL means different. ETL means extraction, transformation, loading. ETL means, so we need to load the data through different platforms like Teradata, SQL, maybe relational database, maybe Hadoop and all. So in order to execute this operation more faster way, we need to create an array kind of data. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Koti. Okay, any questions, guys? Any doubt?
Yeah, Koti, when you said about statistic analysis, as you
Correct.
mentioned, you given the example of billing, payment, 3-month average, 6-month average billing amount. So when you said about mean, median, mode, average, so I want to understand, like, these insights will help for what functionality? You got my question?
Yeah, let me give an example. These insights will help. For an example, bill amount. Let's take an example, as you mentioned, the bill amount. For an example, for a customer, for an example, let's say telecom company. We're talking about the telecom company, is it? For an example, Wiki is a customer. So company want to understand Wiki is a good customer in terms of its performance or is a bad customer. For an example, average 3 months bill amount versus average 6 months bill amount. If last 3 months bill amount is higher than the 6 months bill amount, what do you say? Do you say that Wiki is a good customer or bad customer? What do you say? What do you say? Is it a good customer or bad customer? Wiki? Definitely a good customer. If it is higher, if it is lower, that means something is happening with Wiki. He is not utilizing his phone or SIM properly. Maybe he might have, it means my kind of is looking, likely chance is going for more inactive if it is lower. Higher means we may provide, in order to encourage the Wiki, we may provide more offers. Understood the functionality? Yes or no? Hello?
Yeah. The average 3-month billing amount is greater than of 6-month billing amount. That means, as you said, he is a good customer, correct?
Yeah.
Then what ways this analysis useful? Like, if we will be giving more offers to this customer, this type of customers, or we will be rejecting
more offers, right? So in order to encourage, we can give discounts kind of thing. We can do more transactions, right?
Then what about 6 month? Leave it blank. We have to leave the bag blank, or let it be continue for 6-month balance sheet.
I mean, as an example I have given. So for an example, if you say as an example, so what kind of analysis you can able to perform again? I'm not talking about the business point of view. To understand you, I can give an example. For an example, if 6 months amount is less than, for an example, 3 month amount is less than 3 months versus 6 months. versus 6 months. If it is, for example, 3 months amount is lesser as compared to 6 months, that means customer is more likely chances of inactive, more likely chances to go for inactive. Now we can ask customer care executive, hey sir, what happened? Why are you not using services? Any issue are you facing? So that we are trying to make them more active. Okay.
From this,
Understood?
yeah, understood. From this data analyst perspective, we have classified the 3-month usage and 6-month usage. Then the report will be generated from data analyst or data engineer.
Data engineer only collects the data. He never report the data. He never generates the report. Only data analyst generates the report. Okay. Any other question, guys? Any other question?
And Koti, like you said, categorical classification.
Yeah.
Yeah, that means from the the example which you gave, billing, payment, 3 months, 6 months, and usage, internet, and the balance outstanding. How do we classify this categorical classification? Like payment is one.
Where I mentioned the categorical classification.
You have just said about 1 second.
Which point?
Yeah, 1 second. Yeah. Optimize and statistical efficiency quality check. Missing record categorical level, different category that you mentioned. Quality check.
See, that's what, I'm not, statistical efficiency means we can perform the different efficiency. For an example, bill amount versus bill amount, higher, for example, we have a churn or not churn, active or inactive customer. So higher the active customer, so bill amount is higher. What happens whether the customer is going to be active or inactive? Lower the bill amount whether the customer is active or inactive. To understand these kind of activities, we are going to perform some of the statistical efficiency techniques. That's what I meant.
Okay, there is nothing categorical classification.
I never said category classification.
Okay.
So category classification, you are going in depth, just focus on here, which are thinking something else which does not make. One of the techniques in the machine learning, we have just started the basics. There is a category classification techniques are there in the machine learning algorithm. Numerical techniques. Machine learning are 2 types: supervised, unsupervised reinforcement. So again, I'm going to divert. Supervised. Supervised 2 types: regression and classification. So classification perform the categorical data. On numerical data, we are going to perform the regression analysis.
Okay, Koti. Those are methods, right?
Yeah. Correct. Yeah. Any questions, guys? Any doubt at this point? I'm just giving a high level view for understanding each point. I'm just giving some examples. In roles and responsibilities, it's not possible to cover every point, right? I'm just giving an idea what could be the high level roles and responsibilities for data engineer, data analyst, and data scientist. Okay. Any questions? Any doubt? Okay, perfect. Now, okay, what are the skill set are we required for data engineer, data analyst, and data scientist? So first data warehousing and ETL knowledge, because we need to understand about the different databases or data servers like MySQL and all. Here, data analyst also we need to have a data warehouse because you need to collect the data from data warehouse directly sometimes. So can you please keep the mic mute? Is it mute? Can you please keep the mic on mute? So data scientist, he must have a knowledge on the statistical skills as well as analytical skills. Thinking knowledge. What could be the probable reason? Yesterday we are thinking about utilization of cards. For an example, utilization of cards in the banking. We are thinking about utilization of cards. What do you think are utilization amount? For an example, utilization of amount. Whatever the amount we are utilizing, this amount are we utilizing from the credit card? Are the amount we are utilizing from the saving account? Are we the amount we are utilizing from the personal loan, or we are utilizing from OD, overdraft, or the amount we are utilizing for mortgage or home loan? We don't know, which they have not mentioned. So here analytical thing is nothing. You need to think what could be the probable reason, utilization amount. You need to have some common sense. Analytical sense nothing but applying the common sense kind of thing. Common sense kind of thing. So data engineer nowadays, you must have a knowledge on Hadoop based analytics, because most of the data now we are dealing about the Hadoop platform based analytics. So data analyst, we need to perform some analysis reports and all. We must have a knowledge on programming knowledge. So programming knowledge is nothing but Python. Here Hadoop based knowledge we are going to cover about the Hive, Spark, MongoDB. MongoDB is the NoSQL for unstructured data. Hive for structured data. Spark is the most consumed form. Right. Here data scientist must have a knowledge on the machine learning and deep learning principles. Right. So for data engine, he must have a knowledge on the SQL, because for Hive, Spark and MongoDB to understand that, he basically must have a knowledge on the SQL knowledge. Here scripting, and you need to perform some data analysis, data quality checks. We must have some statistical skills, basic statistical skill. Scripting means programming language. So in-depth programming knowledge is required. One of the tool like SAS or Python. Earlier, till there are 3 programming languages which is famous for data science, guys: SAS, R, Python. Till, of course, few of the banks still are using the SAS programming. Few of the banks very rarely are using nowadays. Till 2012 or 2014, SAS is the market leader. Top 500 Fortune 500 companies are using the SAS. The full form of the SAS is the Statistical Analysis System. Statistical Analysis System. Statistical Analysis System. So here, the full form of the SAS, we are using the statistical system. Now we need to say, but it is a licensed product, or where we are using, we cannot able to build this thing. Okay. Where we cannot able to use the licensed product, we cannot say free of cost. Each license which costs 10 lakh. So due to infrastructure cost and all, people are not using the SAS. So R programming, first open source in the data science world is the R programming, but unfortunately it works on the RAM, random access memory. It is sometimes really difficult to face a connection with the web applications. R is not good to connect with a web application, as well as we have flaw with the R. It doesn't work for, it is not attractive or lucrative for large volume of data or large sets of the data. And more important, to connect with web application, to connect with the different data sets or different data sources like Spark, Hadoop, SQL and all, Python is the one of the best platform. So as memory volume of increases, are likely chances to fail. It does not clean the temporary files, whereas Python cleans the temporary files, garbage in and garbage collector. Okay. So 98% of the companies are using Python nowadays in the real world. 98% of the companies are using the Python in the real world. In our course also we are going to use the Python. Okay. In our course we are also going to use the Python. So that is the meaning of, yeah, go ahead please. Go ahead please.
In this course, we will go in depth for Python, right?
Yes, definitely in depth. So we are.
Can we go for Python developer role?
No, we are not using Python developer role. We are going the Python data scientist role.
Yeah, okay. For Python developer, what are the roles and responsibilities of Python developer?
See, Python developer, they're building the applications. Like for an example, you want to build one HDFC bank, we want to build an application. We can build that. Here we are not building an application.
Can we build, suppose we are not going to be Python developer, but can we able to build the application by learning the Python here?
See, application is different. We are focusing towards the data science role, not towards the Python development role.
Okay. while coming to this, there is a much difference with this, right? The
Slightly
developer
difference.
role and the
Yes.
business
Yes, we
requirement.
have that. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So yeah, go ahead next, please. Any questions? So someone has the question like, so are you going to teach the statistics? We must have to learn statistics. Definitely. Sir, do I need to prerequisite of statistics? No. We will teach you from the basics of statistics with a real world examples, how statistics can be used, how to interpret statistics. We will cover in our course. Python also we are going to cover. Almost we are going to spend of 35 to 40 hours we are going to spend in the Python. Okay, so here next point is a data architecture and pipelining. Architecture data understanding, what is the flow, inflow and outflow of the data, from where we are getting the data, how we are cleaning, what are the different activities we are performing while cleaning the data, while making the data consistent. Everything will take care by the data engineer. So here we are data analyst majorly performing the reporting and data visualization. Here we are performing the Hadoop based analytics. As we mentioned, we are always working on the large volume of data. So sometimes we are going to build the machine learning or deep learning model based on the Spark, with the help of Spark or with the help of cloud. Maybe you might have heard about Azure ML or AWS ML DL. These kind of things we do perform in our course. So as the data engineer also perform the deploy the models, you must have a knowledge on the machine learning concepts as well as the data visualization, because you need to deploy the machine learning. He must have some basic knowledge. Okay, here he must have a data analyst must have a knowledge on the spreadsheet. Spreadsheet is nothing but Excel basic knowledge. Sometimes we produce the reports in Excel. So we have a SQL knowledge, SQL or database knowledge, because we need to pull the data. Sometimes we need to merge the data set and all. So here, as we are working with the large volume of data scientist, we must have a knowledge of optimizing the data. How do we optimize the data? What is the best way to optimize the data? Here, as a data scientist, ultimately we are going to make a decision, and as well we also require the soft skills. We also require the soft skills of the given data. Okay, these are the skill set of data scientist and data analyst and data engineer. Now, any questions, guys? Any doubt? Let me know. I can answer all your questions. 1 second. Few of them
Yeah.
have dropped them. Yeah.
Koti, like as you mentioned, supervised and unsupervised learning. Under supervised, you told classification and regression, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
Likewise, unsupervised, we have classification and regression.
No. Unsupervised, it is a non-labeled data. I mean unlabeled data where we don't have a label.
Under supervised, we have only two, classification and regression.
We also having this reinforcement.
Sorry?
Yes, we have only two.
Okay. After classification, we don't have multiple things.
Multiple things means?
Other classifications.
Multiple things means?
Other
Under the
classifications.
classification, we have different algorithms we have. Under the regression, we have the different algorithms.